Hey guys, so today we're making some kale and quinoa salad. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. Let's get started with the recipe. So I'm going to start by cooking my quinoa. And so I have 1 cup of quinoa that I have rinsed. And then I'm going to add in 2 cups of some chicken broth, or you can use vegetable broth or just water. And so I'm going to stir that up, and then I'm going to let it come to a boil. And so while that's boiling, I am going to season up some chicken tenderloins. And so I don't care what seasonings you use, just make sure your food is not bland. We don't want no bland food, y'all. So you can use chicken tenders, you can use chicken breast, chicken thighs, shrimp, whatever protein you want, or you don't have to add protein if you don't want to. And I just added this because, again, it's protein rich, and so I wanted to add it to the salad, but again, you don't have to. And so I am just going to mix this together to get all of those delicious seasonings nice and combined. And so our quinoa has come to a boil, so I am just going to stir it, reduce the heat to a simmer, and then I am going to put my top on it and let it cook for about 15 to 20 minutes. And while that's cooking, I'm going to saute my chicken. And I really like using stainless steel pans because it browns it up really, really well. And so I cook these on both sides for about 5 minutes or so. But you want to make sure your chicken is cooked to an internal temperature of 165 degrees Fahrenheit. And so look how delicious this chicken looks. And I'm not going to use all of this chicken for this recipe. I left some on the side just to have extra for something else. But I'm just going to cook my chicken in batches so that it can form a nice crust. And so my quinoa is now done, and I am going to fluff it with a fork. And then I did transfer it out of the pot and put it onto a sheet pan just to cool it off, because this is going to go inside of our salad and you don't want it hot. Okay, because it's going to wilt your kale. And so I have about 4 cups of kale, or really it's just one big bunch of kale, and I am going to put a little bit of I'm using grapeseed oil, but you can use olive oil or lemon juice. And I'm just going to massage the kale for about 2 minutes just to get it nice and tender and to remove some of that bitterness from it. And then I'm going to add in 1 cup of shredded carrots, a cup of some English cucumber, and then a half a cup of some craisins. And then I'm going to mix all of that together, and you can add or omit whatever ingredients you don't want. And I will say my taste buds have gotten a little bit more sophisticated, because back then I would not have put craisins in my salad because that just don't go in salad. But this actually balances it out really well. And so now I'm going to make the vinaigrette. So I have a few tablespoons of some fresh lemon juice, and then I am going to add in a few tablespoons of some grapeseed oil, but again, you can use olive oil or avocado oil, and I will be sure to list the ingredients and measurements in the description box below. Next, I'm going to add in some red wine vinegar. This is all I had, so this is what I'm using, but I believe the recipe called for apple cider vinegar, or you can use distilled vinegar or white wine vinegar, whatever vinegar you got, just put it in there. So I'm going to season this with some salt and some pepper. And you want to make sure that you taste your vinaigrette to make sure it tastes good to you, because this is the dressing for the salad, okay? And you want to make sure that it tastes good. I'm also going to add in some garlic powder, and then I eventually add in some onion powder. But again, this is one of those things you want to kind of taste to make sure it tastes good to you. And so I'm just going to continue to season up my vinaigrette, and then I'm going to put it to the side. And so next I am going to add my cooled quinoa to the salad. And so I'm adding in 2 cups of cooked quinoa. And then I'm going to mix that all together. And this is a really great salad for lunch or meal prep. I'm going to put the vinaigrette on top of it and mix it together. But this was really, really good. The only ingredient I didn't have that it required was either some sunflower seeds or some hemp seeds just for a little crunch. Um, but it's up to you if you want to add that, or even I feel like some walnuts would probably be good in here as well. And so I am just seasoning up my salad because, again, you want to make sure it tastes good to you. So I added in some adobo and some onion powder. And now I'm coming in with my chicken tenders that I chopped up off camera, and I'm going to mix that together. I don't know how much chicken I put in there, but again, I didn't put all of that chicken in there because I wanted some to have on the side. And then I just transferred it to a bigger bowl so I can make sure that everything was well combined. And this is it, y'all. This was really, really delicious. This is the finished product. Perfect for spring, summer, lunch, dinner, meal prep. But I hope you guys enjoy this recipe. If there are other salad recipes that you want to see, or if you have any suggestions, please let me know. But this was really, really good. And kale is a really good source of fiber and has some really good vitamins in it. So eat your greens, okay? Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure you like, share, comment, and subscribe. See you next time. Bye.